Heyo everybody, today I went to see Straight Outta Compton, and the weirdest thing happened while I was watching this movie. This movie, if you don't know about it, it's basically about the history of rap culture and how it's come to the way it is, I suppose today, but it sort of ended around like around 1993 I think is when the movie ends, but basically it's about that, the history of rap and hip-hop culture. In this movie, I'm not going to share any spoilers for anybody that's like dying to watch that. You don't have to worry about that. Anyway, basically in this movie, there is this one rap group that forms, right, in like the 80s. They form for a reason, and they rap for a reason. They do their concerts, they release their music for a reason, and it's just really interesting. I was sitting in the theater and thinking, this is kind of similar to YouTube for me. Like, what is my reason for doing YouTube? I used to release videos like once a week, maybe once or twice a month, and all of a sudden I've started releasing heaps of videos. I think like over the last month and a bit, I've been releasing videos at the rate of about once a day. And I was just sitting there thinking like, wow, why do I do this? I'm just spending so much time, because it does take a lot of time from the beginning of your recording, just like setting up the recording, till the end. What you see on YouTube, it takes a lot of time, quite a few hours, and I do this every day. Anyway, the point is, I was just thinking what the purpose was, and I was just thinking, if I have no purpose in doing this, then what's the point of people watching? Why should I keep on doing this? It's just weird to speak in front of a camera for no reason, you know? Maybe up until this point, you could tell me why you watch this video, because I know I've got a few frequent commenters that like to share their opinions, and that really makes me happy because I can speak to you, I can joke around with you about the games, and you always have something really cool to say that brightens up my day. So I do not want this to be a boring, sad video. Anyway, the point is, this is what I want you to get out of my YouTube channel. I'm probably going to have to share some stories as well behind the reasons. I think one of the biggest things that you'll notice on my channel is that I play a lot of horror games, right? And the reason for that is, when I was young till relatively recently, I was so scared of horror games. I would watch other people play Resident Evil 2 for PS1, which were amazing graphics back then, so don't judge, don't diss me, alright? They were awesome and pretty freaky. I had nightmares of zombies eating me. It was horrifying, so just shh, okay? But anyway, I kind of got into this mode, right? And I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in another video, where I started to enjoy horror games a lot. I got to a point where I was like, hey, I should just share this with people, because there are a lot of people out there that are probably feeling the same way that I did when I was young, and they still feel that way no matter what age they get to. And that's kind of sad, because horror games, a lot of the ones that have a lot of time put into them, have really, really good stories. They're really psychologically twisting. They make you think of the world in a different way. So it's really sad to me that people would just shove them aside, you know, hey, it's a horror game, it's Outlast. I don't want to play this game because I'm too scared to get past my first Chris Walker encounter, for example. It's really sad, because there's a lot to be enjoyed in that game. And to that extent, I wanted to present my videos in a way that promotes the use of good language. You know how there's bad language? Well, I want to use good language, because bad language feels really lazy to me. Like, it has awesome comedic value. It's really funny if used the right way, which a lot of people do, but it's just not me. I'm not the kind of person to cuss, swear, whatever word you want to assign to bad language. It's just not me, so that's just something I set out from the beginning. I'm not gonna do that sort of thing. There are so many beautiful words in the English language. Why do you have to refer to a select few in order to express yourself? It doesn't make sense to me. Another thing that I wanted to achieve with my channel was to participate in the community of YouTube, you know. There are other gaming channels out there, and I want to find them, I want to comment on them, because there are a lot of people that I am sure there are a lot of people that not even you know of. Okay, I'm gonna give you 5 YouTubers' names, right? I want you to tell me in the comment if you feel like it, or if not, just keep it in your mind if you think you know them, alright? Corey X Kenshin, The RPG Minx, Suzy Lou, Grimyaz, Jerry Joe. If you know more than 3 people in that list that I just gave you, kudos to you, because you probably troll YouTube kind of like I do to find new interesting people to watch. If you don't, then I'm not surprised, because a lot of people are watching who are the staples? Markiplier, PewDiePie, Yummy Mash, Risk Rim, Jacksepticeye. They're probably some of the biggest gaming YouTubers out there right now. And I get it, they're established, they're funny, but I wanted to be a channel that interacted with others in the community, mainly smaller channels. Better examples would be like Grimyaz, Maniacs, Fellow Player, Choppy Pine. There are a lot of small YouTubers out there, let's just say that. I just named 4 like off the top of my head. Oh, Danny Saw. There's another one. But it's just sad that these people are like stuck in the dark regions of YouTube, you know? They're really like genuinely funny. I love watching their videos when I can, when I'm not editing stuff or doing work. I am just rambling on way too much on that point. That's another reason why I participate in YouTube, why I run this channel, because I want to not only interact with other channels, but also to interact with viewers, you. No matter what channel it is, no matter how big they are, no matter how small they are, no matter how many likes they have, no matter what, right? It all depends on, like, their success depend on you, and if you don't interact with them, they will never know who you are, and they will never know what you like. That's what I'm really grateful for. I've got people that comment on my content and tell me when they want stuff to happen, when they don't want stuff to happen. A really good example is in the early stages of my Frambeau playthrough, somebody asked me to jack up the background music. It was actually really soft, and I did that on purpose because I was afraid that the background music would interrupt my voice. I was putting way too much emphasis on people hearing my voice that I completely neglected the fact that Frambeau had such a beautiful score. I made that change and I saw the fruits of that improvement, and I'm really happy that that person commented and shared their thoughts. Like, I don't want people to be afraid of commenting on videos. I want people to have fun, interact with the people that do comment on my videos, and have fun interacting with me, because I don't think there's a comment on my channel that I don't reply to, except those people that have reply disabled on. I try and write comments for you guys, but I don't think you see them. But that doesn't matter. What matters is I try and keep as engaged as possible, and that's fun to me, that's fulfilling to me. I guess another thing you'd notice about my channel is I play a lot of indie games. And why do I play a lot of indie games? They hardly get any views, so what's the point? Well, indie games, they come out every day, they're fresh, they're just fun to play. I have a lot of fun playing with games made by people that poured their hearts out into them. You're not going to get the same thing every time. On the other hand, sometimes you do, which is unfortunate, but that's what feedback is for. That's what me making these videos is for, because then I can play these, give that feedback, tell them ways that they can improve their game. For example, like, biggest example, Fallout Survival. Fallout Survival was made by Red Leaf, right? It started off as this simple game. I did like, I can't remember how long the playthrough was. It couldn't have been more than 6 to 10 minutes playthrough. And this game was literally a bunch of objects in a place, and you had to go around and punch some buttons, and then you escape from this jail cell or something. And it was like, hooray, yes! And everything worked, everything was awesome, I really liked it, I gave it a review. The developer for that game came back to me with another update for the game, and he updated it really well. He added textures, he added really nice objects to it. It really started to shape up. Then he gave me another update, and that added to the story, and then he gave me another update, added more to the story, added a whole new room, added, again, another update, added another room, yet another room, more story, added more notes, added more depth, added more of a user experience to this game, and that really warmed my heart. And if I can help other people improve on their games in a similar way, another good example is Nekken. From watching my video on Nekken, the developer of Nekken was able to see some bugs, see ways in which users might get lost in their game, and improved on it to such a point that it was a patch was released for Nekken that shot it up to one of the most featured games in GameJolt. And that's incredible that I could help be a part of that. And I want to continue doing that because similarly to how I love interacting with my viewers through comments and whatnot, I want people to be able to share what they think and from that get something out of it, whether it's feeling better about themselves, whether it's feeling smart. I hope you guys feel smart from watching my videos because I play a lot of technical stuff sometimes, and you guys even point out things that I don't notice, which is incredible. So I hope you can feel that sense of achievement when you watch my videos and when you comment on my videos, I don't know if you feel it when you hit like and subscribe, but if you do, then do that now. I think I might talk about this in the future. This was a nice little vlog. It was nice to get this off my chest. It's funny that a movie about the history of rap made me think about this, but I hope it was interesting for you to watch, and I hope what I've said aligns with your reasons for watching me and supporting this channel, and I really hope I can produce even better videos in the future. That being said, thank you so much for watching everybody, and I'll see you later.